welcome back to the channel and welcome to the very long-awaited house tour. I'm going to preface this video by saying this is a house tour sneak peek because the house is by no means done. There are so many things I want to change and I want to upgrade within the next few years. And the fact that Ethan is not living here fully yet, so he has a bunch of stuff that will be over here once he moves in a couple months. So a lot of things are going to change as far as where they are, especially in like the bedrooms and stuff like that. So this is by no means the final product, is basically what I'm saying. But this gives you a little sneak peek of what my house looks like, showing you the progress of everything, and just give you a little overview of the general layout. And I will talk you through some of the improvements I want to make over the next few years with the plans we have set. Without further ado, let's get started. So we are gonna start at the entryway. This is my front door. This used to be like a salmon color like the rest of the house, but we painted it white, so that project is now done. Ignore my vacuum charging. And then I have, this piece was in my bedroom prior to moving here, and I just thought this corner seemed like an okay spot to put this. We'll probably change, might get rid of it, who knows. Front entryway has these long mirrors, which we like the idea of having mirrors here, but don't know if we like that they're these long columns. So this might change, who knows. They're a little wonky just because of like painting, and there's some like chipped edges and stuff like that. But I like the general idea of the mirrors, but this may change. Also wanted to preface, by saying that Ethan and the cats are staying here for like the week. Basically, they did so well with their test run last week that my schedule is pretty consistent this week and next. So he's just brought over a bunch of stuff and brought them over, and they're staying here for almost the whole week, which I love. He's not here right now because he is working a double today, so it is just me and the cats right now. But you will see a bunch of cat stuff laying around, and that is why. Back to the tour. So front entryway, front closet, has a bunch of cleaning supplies and coats in there right now. Nothing too crazy. My house has a lot of these doors all in all the closets, and they're all this like metal material, which I do want to change and update. But for right now, they don't bother me too much. It just shows a little bit of the date of the house. It was built in the 80s, so I'm pretty sure these are like original doors. But not too bad for now. But that is the front entryway. Now we're gonna turn around for what you see when you enter. And we have my beautiful and large living room and dining room. Now, as you saw in the last video, that is my new dining room table that just arrived last week. And with the rug we bought to put under it, which I think looks very, very nice. These floors, I am hoping to change in the near future. They have a lot of this tile throughout the house, and some random spots that just don't have this tile, but I want to redo the entirety of the floors and make them a nice dark wood-like tile. It's going to look like hardwood and be a lot more durable, so the floors will eventually change to something dark that will complement the light furniture. But just imagine that. We have this cat tree that I just put together, the cat water fountain, and then my little bar cart, which I used to have like coffee tea set up in the old house, but now I can actually use it as a bar cart, which is very nice. So I've got my wine glasses and wine and glasses and all that stuff. So that is there right next to the dining room table. Here's a little close-up on the table. We've got these fake flowers put in this vase with a cheese board and coasters that I got from my realtor, Olivia. And then this table has storage. So these move, this is like this on both sides. So I don't know what I'll eventually put in here, but I'm sure you could find some decorative things to put in them as well. And this is a counter height table I got from Rooms to Go. See the cats outside lounging on the patio. Then as we go into the living room, this whole room, by the way, the entire interior, we are painting this pavilion beige color. just to give it a nice neutral look, which I really like. It used to be this harsh salmon-y pink, so we have done away with that. But the living room, we've got the same furniture I've had for a couple years. I have my couch, end tables, coffee table, entertainment center. I have an accent chair in the corner. We've got Ethan's gaming stuff set up. And then we got this rug from Target. He found it on sale for one of their sale events, and it worked perfectly to kind of put within the living room. I do have some artwork I want to put up on here, but I'm trying to go through all of my wall decor to see what I like, what I don't, and find new pieces that are going to fill the space very nicely. This is Ethan's lamp he brought over just to give a little more natural lighting, because this fan does not have a light on it, so there's really no light in the living room, and the nearest light is under the dining room table. So it adds a little more light, and we've got some of his plants that he has put throughout the house just to give a little more greenery and fill the space a bit better. We've got the living room, and you will see the patio a bit later, but I have these sliding glass doors throughout a lot of the house. You've got 1, 2, there's one in the bedroom, and then I also have one by the kitchen as well to go out to this outside patio area. Hi, Lala. Hello. So it's a lot of natural light comes in here and ability to go out to the patio from a lot of different rooms. Now let's head into the master. Now a lot of this is gonna change, and a lot of this is gonna be rearranged once Ethan's furniture gets here, because we're gonna be using primarily his bedroom furniture with my mattress, and then my bedroom furniture will move into the guest bedroom once he gets here. But yeah, but this is what it looks like right now. When you enter, we've got my desk and vanity set up here next to the bed with a bunch of blankets. And then I have this side table, which actually matches Ethan's bed set. I found this on Facebook Marketplace, and it's the exact set he has, and he actually needed another nightstand to complete the set. So he got that and just immediately put it over here so he wouldn't have to move it back and forth. But so we eventually have the matching bed frame with 2 side tables next to each other. And then some sort of decor up here, but not sure what we're gonna do with that yet. We also have these curtains that we got from Target. They're blackout curtains in this lovely like green, which will tie into his comforter set very well, but it helps to block out a lot of that natural light, especially in the mornings, because there's so many windows in the house. And then we've got double mirrored closets. The glass is cracked, so these will eventually go. But I love all the mirrors in the house. I just would need to update them or just replace them in general because they are cracked. But we've got my side is over here, and then Ethan has some of his stuff in here. I want to change some of the interior of the closets just with the storage that it gives. I want to make it a little simpler and not have those wire racks, but for now they do their function. Got my dresser and hamper. Again, this is what I'm assuming is like original carpeting. This is the only place this carpeting is in this house, and I want it to be that dark wood-like tile like the rest of the house. So it will tie everything together, having everything as one type of flooring. And then we go into the master bath, which has this open concept with one sink, but it does give plenty of space to put my skincare and all of that stuff, and another mirror. We've got storage underneath, and then you have the actual bathroom part, which has a door to close off. This is a shower in here, which I'm not currently using this bathroom. Because I only had one shower curtain, so I only really needed one bathroom. So I'm using the other one because it has a tub, so if I want to take a bath, I can use that bathroom regardless. But when Ethan moves in, we'll have another shower curtain to put over here, and we can use the shower more often. But for right now, I don't really use it. It's a standard, you know, toilet, shower, don't know why there's a mirror in there, and these are really ugly and came with the house, but they will be taken down eventually. Just haven't gotten to it yet because it's not really on the top of my list. That is the master. So now let's head over to the kitchen. Off of the living room, you can kind of get a glimpse of what these walls were before, because we have not painted the kitchen. They were all this like burnt orange, salmon type color throughout the whole house, which just dates it a lot. I put up a bit of wall decor just with my calendars to keep me organized. And then this hallway will go down to the other bedrooms, which I'll show you in a moment. But we turn into the kitchen, and this is what we see. So again, another sliding glass door that'll go into the backyard, but this kitchen comes with a little kitchenette, like island type thing. We've got some plants on it now, and you can eat there for like a quick breakfast or whatever with another mirror. But I just have some counter height stools up here. We're thinking we want to get rid of this eventually just because it kind of closes off the space, but then we'd have to redo the trim, and that's just a little bit more of a project than I want to tackle. So for right now, it's gonna stay. But here is the kitchen. I do really like it because it's a lot of counter space, and I have so many cabinets and I don't know what to fill them with, but overall pretty standard. I've got Keurig water boiler, the whole coffee tea station, stainless steel appliances, which are great. We got the nugget ice maker that matches, my lovely drying rack that I'm obsessed with. But yeah, overall pretty standard. We've got a lovely fridge with water and ice in it. I'm not a fan of these like fridges that are cut this way, so eventually like I would want to change that, but it works perfectly fine, so I'm not concerned. And then this is actually my pantry, is this whole section. So they have these drawers that slide out so you can get to the back of them, and this came with the house, and I really like it that a bunch of drawers within the kitchen have this type of setting. And then up here is just like snack type items, but another big and very deep cabinet. And yeah, trash can, pretty standard. There's also storage underneath this, so I put like extra paper towels and like drinks and other stuff that don't need to go in the fridge just yet. I tend to put those in there. Now let's head to the other rooms. Hi, Oliver. We're gonna head down the hallway to see the other bedrooms. These other bedrooms are not done. We're very close. We just need to paint the walls on both of them, and then they will be done as far as renovations wise for now. But they have a lot of stuff in them, so just keep that in mind. That stuff will all be gone, but right now they're just kind of the junk rooms because we're not really using them. This will be the guest bedroom. Right now we've got the litter box and cat stuff in here and paint, but it is the next biggest bedroom. So my bedroom set will go in here, and we'll decorate this so that if we have guests, they can stay in here. It has its own closet and all of that stuff, but pretty standard. And again, the classic tile that's throughout like the whole house. And then the next room is going to be an office. Right now, again, it's just got random stuff in here. I was filming an audition the other day, so I just did it against this blue wall. But it also has another mirror, because mirrors are the theme of this house, that there are just mirrors everywhere. This one has this like light wood floor that we're pretty sure they just put on top of that tile. So this will need to get ripped out and will be replaced with that dark wood like stone. And then we'll paint the walls the same beige color. But this is gonna be an office. So we're eventually gonna have like our own desks in here, and then also use this space for obviously auditions, because it faces the front of the house. So you get a lot of natural light in here, which makes it really good for auditions. So what I'm thinking is that the room will kind of be split and I'd love to have 2 L-shaped desks in here. So one can be mine, one can be Ethan's, and then this back portion of the room will be used for auditions to utilize that natural light. And this will probably go. I'm not crazy about this mirror, and I don't really know how they utilized this before with the mirror. So a little confusing, but yeah, this will be kind of the audition corner. And then there's a closet back here that we just keep like holiday decor in right now. But I think overall it'll be a good space to utilize. So that if we need to get away and get work done, we can be in here and just be more productive. Then we have another hall closet, which I did some organizing too. I got a bunch of these bins that helped me organize some clusters of stuff, so that was nice. And then the bottom half is still like an atrocity, but general hall closet basically. And then we have the guest bath, which is what I've been using. So this one has a tub, but it's very similar to the other one as far as the countertop and all of that, but still pretty standard with a ton of mirrors. We do want to upgrade this a little bit just because it is a bit dated. The vent is very dated, these lights are very dated. So it just needs a little bit of a facelift, but that is a project for another time because it doesn't bother me that much right now. But yeah, that is basically the interior of the house. So the next things I have to show you are the patio, the backyard, and then the garage. And then we will be done with our little tour. Quickly look at the garage, which I mean is a garage. It's nothing like spectacular, but I do eventually want to put a car in this garage, but we've just got too much stuff sprawled everywhere that needs to be organized, but it doesn't bother me right now. But eventually when Ethan's living here, I do want to organize it so that we can still fit a car in here. This is what we're working with right now. Again, stuff everywhere. Stilts, lawnmower, paint, garden stuff, whatever. There is a lot of storage in here, so we could put things onto shelves so that we can get it off of the floor. And then it's a 1-car garage. We've got some tools hanging over here. A lot of this paint came with the house. They just left it here. It's a lot of colors that they were using in the house, but we've been able to utilize some of them for our renovations, like painting the door white. We used some white that they already had here, just so we don't have to buy a ton of extra paint, because paint is very expensive. And then we got the washer dryer set up over here. These also came with the house, which I was very lucky about because a lot of houses do not come with their washer and dryer. And of course, we have the wide range of Buff City soap, laundry soap. I was very lucky that the house came with the washer and dryer. It was a rental property before I purchased it. So they had tenants living here for about 10 years before they decided to sell it, which I'm pretty sure is why the washer and dryer stayed, is because they weren't personally using them, the owners. It was other tenants using them that they provided for them. But they work great. Washer and dryer works great, and that saved me a ton of money of not having to buy a washer and dryer right when I purchased the home. Let's go check out the patio, which was a big selling point for the house because it's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's completely fenced in, so it's safe for the cats to be walking around, and we can still enjoy being outside without getting attacked by a ton of bugs. And it's great for entertaining once we can furnish it how we want. But right now there's not too much out there. Well, we've been doing a ton of work outside and like pulling weeds and pulling bushes and trying to get the backyard to a nice clean slate before we start adding things to it. Okay, so here is the patio. Again, like I said, it's fully fenced in. Hi, Lila. I've got my patio furniture out here right now, which is the only thing that's kind of out here. But I've been doing a bunch of weeding out here, getting rid of the weeds. I have to put some extra sand under these and power wash these because they're kind of moving. But we've been getting rid of a ton of stuff. And this backyard looks like a disaster right now because we've been pulling so much stuff out of it, but eventually it will look gorgeous. I have my blueberry plant out here that I've been eating a ton of blueberries off of, that it's basically got none left right now. But we had to put it inside because there's birds that like to sit up here and try and attack it. This came with the house. This had a bunch of cactus in it that were like snake-like cactus falling out. I just picked them out yesterday and threw them away because we think this is really ugly, but it's connected to some drain thing, so it's a little difficult to get rid of, but we'll eventually get rid of it because we're thinking with the patio to get a nicer like patio sectional to put out here. We want to do like a little plant stand, like maybe some herbs, like stand to put those over there. We'd love maybe like a hot tub at one point to put here, and maybe a fire pit section here. So that's the overall plan, but that's probably gonna be many, many years down the line. And I've got this other pathway that leads to this other patio section right outside the kitchen. So you could technically do something with this too, but we have no plans as of right now. And then the backyard, which goes all the way down and all the way around to the fence. We're very lucky that we do have a fully fenced in backyard as well, because that was one of the things I was really looking for in a house, would really love, because in the future I'd love to get a dog and I want to be able to let the dog out and run freely in a fenced in yard, and that's not very easy to come by in Florida, to find a fully fenced in yard. But because of where this property sits in the community, and it's right on by like the main road of the community, they have this fence here, so was very, very lucky to find that. Now, like I said, we've been pulling a bunch of things out of this backyard to try and clean it up and open up the space. In this section was this giant bush that was coming all the way up this fence and covering a good portion of this backyard area, and it was kind of like one of these almost, but it also had these weird palm tree things in there, so we've been ripping that out and piece by piece getting it cleaned up. As you can see, we still have some more over here to get rid of, and then we have this giant plastic storage container, which I think we're gonna throw away too, just to open up the space because we're not really gonna use it. But we're running into the issue that we're finding a lot of ants throughout the backyard, and it's a very sandy type of dirt, and it's not even at all. Like it's very bumpy, and I mean, you can see that the grass is very sparse right now too because we've been walking on it so much. But so we will eventually need to get a leveler out here to level out the backyard, fill in a bunch of dirt, and kind of start from scratch to get the grass looking the way it needs to. But we are planning on putting my garden in this back corner and doing some U-shaped raised garden beds to have that whole section be my garden, which will be lovely once we can really dig into that. But yeah, this backyard is gonna be a lot of work to get it where we actually want it to be, but I think it has a lot of potential. So I'm very excited to eventually tackle that project because I know it's gonna be costly to get that done. As much as I would love to do that ourselves, I think that's gonna be the help of a professional we're gonna need to really come out and get everything done in a timely manner and get it done right the first time. Adding a bunch of layers of dirt to get it back up to the foundation and leveling it out, getting grass down, and just getting it looking nice. So that'll be a project for another year, but we've got those plans in mind. But I think that's basically the whole house. I'm not going to show you the front just for my own safety, but that's kind of my house. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, a lot of work in progress going on with this house. There's so many things we want to do, and it's very hard to slow down by not wanting to do it all at once. But that is the beauty of getting to live here for so long, is that you can kind of see the progress as the years go on and slowly make the home everything you've ever wanted it to be. But yeah, I am so excited to live here for the years to come. I'm excited for Ethan and the cats to fully move in here they're loving this space already. They love the windows and the patio and all of the things they get to explore. That's my little humble abode. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the little sneak peek. Again, it's by no means done, but this gives you a sense of where I started, and you can join the progress and see what will happen to it in the future. But thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on the latest content. You can also follow me on Instagram or TikTok at bgraf100 to stay up to date on the content there. And I will see you next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. Bye.